perhaps just give you a bit of a context about how the whole podcast system works in general. So I've done a little diagram here which just illustrates the podcast episode life cycle. We then use a combination of voice memos, Audacity and or Zoom, and that will generate a recording for us, and it'll generate multiple recordings. The podcaster and the host plug their earpods into their smartphones. We then have a Zoom recording running independently, and that Zoom recording is turned down to very low volume at both ends so that the guest and the host can hear themselves, but the physical recording is actually done by the smartphone. There will then be a sharing of files from both the host and the guest. Beyond that, we then use Audacity to do the production phase, which is all the editing of the podcast, lining up the tracks, removing breaths, and tacking on an intro, usually a standard intro and outro. A combination of the recording link, the title for the podcast episode, an episode description, which is sometimes written by me, but more often written by the podcaster themselves. So all four of those elements are combined together inside a blog post, which is done in a WordPress website. So the post will be scheduled to appear on a certain date and time. The key document in all of this, called an RSS feed, stands for really simple syndication. So podcast channels include Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Google Play, so there's quite a few of them. It will then automatically produce a social media post in both LinkedIn and Facebook.